Reading through the presentations, a lot of progress has been made by the various countries, although we are at different levels, and a clear indication that we are moving in the right direction to have opendification-free countries. First and foremost, I must say that I was impressed by the presentation of Rwanda. I think we need to give Rwanda a thunderous hand clap. From the statistics, which I believe are very credible, we can see that Rwanda has moved a great step. And if they move in that direction, by 2017, I think all the homesteads will be having latrines. Isn't that great? And the success story has come as a result of strong political will and community engagement. I noted that the communities are engaged, the president is involved, and definitely all the political leaders are involved. In Uganda, we have political commitment. However, it stops at a certain level. When you move down to the lower levels, we are not as strong, and maybe this is why we are not where Rwanda is. So this is something that I have learned and picked up, and certainly as a country, we are going to take this forward to ensure that all political leaders at all levels are involved. Secondly, for us to move forward, it's also important for us to be able to have resources to achieve the results that we all want. We have policies, you can have laws, but without the human resource and financial resources to implement these good policies, you can't actually make it. I note that in Rwanda, they have specifically now employed district health, hygiene and sanitation officers. I think their role is specific. And to me, that is also something that we need to take on. To have officers who are well motivated, who have the resources and the means to reach out and monitor and ensure that the various legislation or bylaws that are there are actually fulfilled by the community. So we can have the good policies, we can have the good laws, but without the human resource and the financial resources, we cannot move much. I note that in Zambia, they actually have a sanitation surcharge. And this is something that, as a country, we have to look at. And other countries, because normally in most of our countries, sanitation and hygiene, though important because it impacts on the health of the population, when it comes to funding, it remains as an unfunded priority. So if we have a dedicated surcharge, and this money is ring-fenced, I think that could help in resolving some of these challenges that we are facing. So as a country, certainly there are things that we hope that we are going to do. I've already talked about some of them. The financing I have talked about, but we also have a roadmap for the opendification free. And of course, we need to ensure that this roadmap is actually followed to the letter. Find resources and ensure that this roadmap is followed. And of course, we also have to have copy a leaf from Rwanda by having the community health clubs. They have community health clubs, I think, whose role is to ensure that sanitation and hygiene are actually implemented at the lower level in those clubs. And I believe the clubs are equivalent to the villages. So this is something that we certainly have to pick on, but also I want to appeal to the other countries. Rwanda is one place, I think you will get so many visitors very soon. So, of course, it's also quite important that as countries, we also, although this has been, I think it was Egypt trying to produce biogas out of fecal matter, not much is done in this area. But I strongly believe if we can do that, then the fecal matter will become very expensive and everybody will try to find where to put it so that they can be able to generate some resources out of it. But I must say, as a minister, this is one thing that I want to see done. Because once we do that, and we know that sheet can be able to generate, is gold. Sheet can be able to get you some money, and you can actually sell it so that it can generate some fuel for some people. Then I think, to me, that is one thing that we have to move forward. Unfortunately, I got an email from some company. I have not yet critically looked at this, and I must say, this is one thing that I am going to move forward. And my technical staff from Uganda, let's try to make sheet gold so that everybody finds where to put this sheet. So, so thank you very much. That is what I have to say.
Thank you very much, Honorable Sarah Opendi.